Hello, this is Phaezer and welcome to my Walls of Draenor Demonology Warlock PVE guide. It's mainly a basic guide, not going for anything too serious, but a lot of people need help with the demonology rotation because most people play destruction. So let's start with the talents. There's quite a few things to cover. So dark regeneration. More of just a cooldown heal if you want to use one. Soul Leech, passive, constant shield. It's quite nice, probably the best one. And Harvest Life is just useless. It's not really good for Demo. Hall of Terror again, not really for PvE. It's not good. Muscle Coil, small heal. Sometimes can be good. It's nothing major, but Shadow Fury helps out on ads, so that one's most of the time it's going to be better to use that one over. It's either that one or Mortal Coil. Next is Soul Link, nice defensive cooldown. It's passive 20% basically, and you get to heal yourself. It's pretty good if you don't really know the fight very well. But if you do know the fight and you know tactics, you know when damage is going to be coming in, then Sacrificial Pact. This is like 120k shield. It's quite nice. It's only on a minute cooldown. You could even use it and it lasts 20 seconds, so you could wait 10 seconds for the damage to come in and then you save more time. It doesn't cost any health because we've got the pet that takes the damage. That's my favourite one. But if you choose Dark Bargain, there isn't many fights that specifically would say require Dark Bargain other than Mythic Korag. That's quite good there. Every other time I choose Sacrificial Pact. Blood Horror, useless in PvE. Burning Rush helps you get to places faster. Kite in the Barrage on Tectus, that's a good place to use it. Or just get into a mushroom on brackenspore, say. Unbound Will, it's unless there's a specific fight, which I don't really think there is one. You could use it there. It costs a lot of health. It's more PvP. Grimoire of Supremacy. This is better for beginners. If you're struggling with managing however many procs there are at the moment and things to manage, it's just a passive 20% of your pet. It's not. You'll find it's on par with Synergy, but only for like single and 2 targets. Synergy does pull better. But Grimoire of Service. This is more PvP again. Not really going to use this. It's for if you needed a big burst, like say Spine on that Dragon Soul, but there's nothing really for at the moment. So Grimoire of Synergy is the better one. Even for single target, it's kind of the same as Supremacy, but when there's more ads, like say Twin Ogron or Tectus, there's lots of ads, and you get the proc. It's a lot more damage, 15% for you, not for your pet. Well, it does proc for your pet as well. But the 15% damage for you is massive for say Cataclysm. You can get that with Cataclysm and Dark Soul up. It's just massive damage. Now for the burst cooldown, Archimonde's Darkness, it gives you Dark Soul 2 charges. So that's 2 times you can use that. And with the Glyph of Dark Soul, it's 50% reduced time and duration. So you can line that up with the Demon Ball and Cataclysm every time you're going to unload your damage. It's massive damage. Killjoy and Cunning, not really for demonology, more for destruction, because destruction doesn't have much movement, but we have Touch of Chaos and stuff, so you can use them for Demon Bolt and Cataclysm, but you're going to find Archimonde's Darkness so much better for the burst. But Manaros Fury, the last one, there's not really any fight for this one at the moment. It's better just to go Archimonde's Darkness for if you're looking for AoE burst and getting Cataclysm with it. But now for the major game changes, we've got Demon Bolt. This is what you're going to be spending pretty much all your Fury on if you choose Demon Bolt. So, and this is for every fight pretty much in Highmaul apart from Tectus. You're only going to use Cataclysm if there's like a constant amount of like 3 targets or more where you can use it, and you're going to get all those targets and it's going to do a lot of damage. Demon Bolt is very hard hitting at the moment, since its buff it got. But Cataclysm, that's for the AoE, so there's only really Tectus, and Demon Bolt is just going to pull better at the moment in pretty much every other fight. And then Demonic Servitude is just pretty much useless at the moment, so there's no point even using that because it gets rid of Felguard, and Felguard does your Blade Storm AoE, so there's not really any point in choosing this one. But that's pretty much it for the talents. So for glyphs, there is really only the mandatory one, Glyph of Dark Soul, but the other two, I like to use Corruption, just the passive heal, and the life tap to protect you. So when you do life tap, you're going to see that you're not going to actually kill yourself if there's loads of raid damage being taken. You can use that and use Sacrificial Pact. But the Dark Soul proc is good because it allows you to unload those Demon Bolts each minute, because Demon Bolts got like a 40-second cooldown. Because you can only use them every 40 seconds because you have the debuff. So it'll line up really well. If you want to use the Imp Swarm glyph, it's not really like it was in MOP, where we used to have the 30% haste proc on the meta gem, and it doesn't reduce its. We don't really have anything to reduce its cooldown. If you have the trinket Shards of Nothing, which I have, I mean you can use it with that and it would reduce the cooldown, because Shards of Nothing gives you some haste. It's nothing game changing. You're going to use Imp Swarm if you need that burst and you need the Fury. But yeah, so I like the life tap. I like that one. It's a lot more safer because you feel like you're not actually taking any health off of yourself, even though it is a shield for the same amount. But that's pretty much it for the talents and the glyphs. It's mainly the Demon Bolt or Cataclysm which changes the gameplay, so you have to watch out which one you're using. But you're going to find life tap. You're going to be using it a lot more often when you're doing Demon Bolt over Cataclysm, because you're going to be spending all that fury, all the mana on Soulfires and Shadow Bolts. Demon Training and Demonic Circle, they're more passive thing. Like they're not really going to be game changing again, like the Dark Soul one. So that's pretty much it. Okay, for the Demon Bolt rotation, so let's go through the burst. I'm going to use Draining Intellect Potion on 4 seconds left of DBM pull and cast a Soulfire. Then you want to go Hand of Gul'dan, Doomguard, then Corruption, then another Shadow Bolt, and then you want to go Burst using trinkets and that, and second Hand of Gul'dan. Then you're going to go Metamorphosis, cast a Doom, and then 2 Demon Bolts. And that'll pretty much consume all your fury, and then you go back into the caster form and just keep using Shadow Bolt and Soulfire when it procs. So when Soulfire procs, you want to be casting those in caster form, not in demon form. So let's go DBM pull, and so make sure when it's on 4 seconds left, you want to go part and start casting that Soulfire. So go now, Soulfire, and get Hand of Gul'dan, then Doomguard and Corruption, and then burst your way through after the Shadow Bolt and land second Hand of Gul'dan. So Doom and 2 Demon Bolts. Bam, bam. And just follow with Shadow Bolts and Soulfires when they proc. And make sure you keep Corruption up on the target as well. If Doom falls off, you want to just jump in Demon form and reapply it if you're not going to be entering soon for unloading the Demon Bolts. So you just keep this up, keep Corruption up. So don't want to let Corruption fall off. I did it there, oh well. So you want to reapply it with like 5 seconds left. So I life tap there, I was going a bit low on mana. So I keep going up. The debuff did run out on Demon Bolt, but you want to try and get around 900 Fury, that's quite a nice bit there. I did burst accidentally here, but I see I get the 2 stacks of Fury, and we're going to go burst, Demon Bolt, Demon Bolt, Demon Bolt, Demon Bolt. You want to get 4 Demon Bolts in and reapply Doom. So that's like as good as it gets when you get the 4 demon bolts, but if you get procs as well that line up with it, it might be worth waiting for Dark Soul to use it. But you want to always make sure you're using Dark Soul when you're bursting. And getting that Shadow Flame 2 stack is really good. It's a bit hard now because I wasn't in the raid, and you get like an extra 10% haste, so it would be a little bit easier to get the 2 stack. But what you can do is you can cast Hand of Gul'dan and then 2 Shadow Bolts, and then your second Hand of Gul'dan or 2 Soulfires. So as you can see here, just wait, and I'd cast another one, and it would just clip on, and you can go Demon Bolt, Demon Bolt. But it is mainly the key focus is to use your burst with Demon Bolt, and you just want to keep generate as much fury as you can, so you can, because as you can see it's like 40 seconds. If you've got a bit of haste, you're looking at like 35 seconds for Demon Bolt to come off cooldown. So you only want to use it when you haven't got any stacks of the debuff. Okay, so now for the Cataclysm rotation. So Cataclysm works quite a bit differently. You're going to be spending a fair more amount of time in demon form, and that's where you're going to be spending those molten core procs on Soulfire. You're just going to be using Shadow Bolt in caster form, but the burst is going to work pretty much the same way. My Doom Guard's on cooldown now, but so you're going to go DBM pull and going to pot and Soulfire on 4 seconds, just like last time. So pot Soulfire and get that Hand of Gul'dan, then the Doom Guard, and then it'll be Corruption, Shadow Bolt. Then you're going to burst again and get Hand of Gul'dan, switch, and you're going to use Cataclysm now. Now the procs, fantastic, big damage, and Doom's going to be spread on all targets. So now you're just going to be casting Shadow Bolts and keeping Corruption and Doom on both targets, but I'm just going to ignore this tank one. So you just keep Corruption up and keep Doom up. Remember, if you're in caster form, Cataclysm's going to put Corruption on everything. If you're in demon form, it's going to be putting Doom on everything. So that's good because it means you're not spending Fury putting Doom on everything. So you follow keep just Shadow Bolting, keep Corruption up, and wait for 5 seconds up, and then you can cast 1 Hand of Gul'dan, get 2 Shadow Bolts in. I'm going to miss the chance because I don't have the haste, which is annoying, so I've got just another 1 stack. And then you're going to go Demon Form and Burst, and Cataclysm's going to be coming up. Again, because of the haste, I think I'm probably going to miss this. Yeah. Damn it. I think I just missed the burst there. So you just keep Corruption and Doom on everything, and my pet's going to die now. Bastard dummy. So get Hand of Gul'dan, don't let it cap on charges, and you get a second one in, like that. So it's got 2 stacks on it. If there's more targets, it gives you loads of fury, and you'd want to go, like now I have quite a few 6 procs on Soulfire. I could be spending them because of all the fury I've got, but you want to make sure that you're using your burst with the Cataclysm, because that's going to be hitting it a lot. Okay, so let's have a look at these stats. For the stats, you want to make sure that you're going Mastery, Crit, Haste, Multi-Strike, and then Versatility. You don't want to go completely all out on Mastery because and have none of the other stats, because like you see with the Shadow Flame, getting the 2 stack on them, get a lot of damage. You need a bit of haste to be able to get that. If you're doing the Shadow Bolts. If you've got Soulfire procs have a bit less of a cast time, so you can fit that in there. But yeah, Mastery is the big damage dealer. So just a few tips. Remember, when you're using Cataclysm, it's a bit more forgiving, because when you're moving, you can go in Metaform and start casting some Touch of Chaoses. In Demon Bolt spec, it's a bit harder because you need the Fury to unload the burst. So Cataclysm is a bit easier to grasp in that sense for fights. But I hope you like my guide. I'm going to be putting some gameplay videos out so you can all watch my videos and see it in action. So thank you for watching, and please rate, like and subscribe, and I'm looking forward to playing my Warlock. So bye.